Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Laith and you might know me from TheSocialStreamers, a YouTube channel centered around grand strategy content. I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to show you the new features with the No Step Back DLC for HOI4. Today we're going to take an in-depth look at the Officer Corps and the changes that it brings to the game. This new feature brings together all things military, from doctrines to national spirits and more, concentrating them into one area. This section is where you'll dictate not just the ethos of how your army fights, but specific tactics preferred and the ways in which your officers are trained. The portraits at the top of the screen are where individuals such as theorists can be selected. The benefits other advisors grant you, such as the military high command, is dependent on their own rank. Speaking of advisors, there is now a direct connection between generals and advisors, providing a career path for those hardworking military men. Generals with specific traits are eligible to be promoted. For example, in this game, this field marshal could become a morale advisor, owing to having the charismatic traits and being at least level 4. Instead of some scientists in a research lab suddenly spouting new military theory, it makes more sense for advances in doctrine to be separate. With this change, doctrines can be unlocked using experience points from the relevant branch. Don't worry, experience generation has been increased overall to account for the new ways in which you can spend your shiny little stars men bled for. I'm sure your eye has been caught by the large buttons in each command section. These are the new Officer Corps spirits. But what are spirits? Spirits, in a nutshell, are a new way to specialize your military, refining your overall ethos and allowing you the depth to be able to respond to the rapidly changing era that the game is set in. The three types of spirit are as follows: the spirit of the branch, the spirit of command, and the spirit of the academy. Note that the Air Force does not have this spirit. I'm going to show you this feature by taking a closer look at what's available for the army. It's important to note that certain spirits can be unlocked via doctrines. Let me begin by taking you through the spirit of academy. This directly impacts your generals through various means. For example, the bold attack spirit offers a 50% chance to increase a general's attack when they level up. Others, like the embrace the future spirit, offer increased experience gain with regards to certain traits, as well as increasing the likelihood that a new officer starts with one of these traits. The spirit of the army deals with the general army ethos, offering bonuses such as political power gain, decreased design costs, and experience gain, to name just a few. The spirit of division command dictates how your units fight. For example, victory or death reduces organisation loss when a division has below 25% organisation. Having said this, it's not all combat modifiers, as can be seen with the reserve officers, which reduces training time by 15%. I'd love to go through each available spirit for each branch of your military, but I'm conscious of time constraints. I will say that there's a lot of variety here, translating into a completely different type of military depending on the different choices you make. If you're desperately defending against hordes of Russians, then stacking defense spirits coupled with victory or death is going to make it a painful experience for you. Underneath these spirits, you can see each aspect of your military and what modifiers you're currently experiencing. For example, here, as the UK, I'm not suffering the base minus 50% to land night attack owing to the technologies that I've researched. With this, you can see exactly where your army excels, or more importantly, where it's lacking, allowing you to plan accordingly. The final feature that I want to discuss is that of preferred tactics. By selecting this button on the Officer Corps tab, you can pick which tactic you would like to see employed. This allows for increased control over the individual battles that win and lose wars. If you're facing an opponent that is one-dimensional, selecting the preferred tactic to counter them could offer a significant advantage. This can be coupled with the division spirits for an even higher likelihood the desired tactic is chosen. For example, if my preferred tactic is mass charge, selecting victory or death will stack this nicely. Overall, the Officer Corps feature offers an unprecedented level of control over your military's ethos and direction, enabling you to steer your nation to victory, or crushing defeat. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, do make sure to check out the other tutorials that I've made looking at the new features of the No Step Back expansion for HOI4. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel to make sure you don't miss a thing.